speak Taiwanese language. Feel the heartbeat of Taiwan. Tâi-gí, made easy from Radio Taiwan International. Hello, I'm Wonton. You're tuning in to Radio Taiwan International. This is Tâi-gí, made easy. Hello, 你今晚收聽嘅係中央廣播電台 Tâi-gí made easy 節目。This is your bite-sized companion where you can learn everything about Tâi-gí, the Taiwanese local language. Alright, so last week we already talked about, we're doing this body part series, okay, because body parts are one of the most frequently used words when talking to people in Tâi-gí. Last week, we talked about everything above your chest. We talked about your khiām-tn. We talked about your hands. But this week, we are going to continue learning some words to describe the middle part of your body in Tâi-gí, including everything above your waist. So let's get started. Alright, so first of all, below your chest, and then the first thing we're gonna see, that's your stomach. So today, the first word is stomach. Pak-tóo. Pak-tóo. That means stomach. So, in English, we have this very specific combination of words. For example, stomach ache. That means your stomach hurts, right? So in Tâi-gí, we also have this sort of combination. If you have a stomach ache, that's pak-tóo thian. Pak-tóo thian. Because thian, that means hurts. Okay, stomach ache. Pak-tóo thian. And now, moving on to the second word of today, it's also something on your belly. Today's second word is belly button. Tōo-tsâi. Tōo-tsâi. Tōo-tsâi, that's belly button. What's interesting is that when I was a kid, I used to find this word really, really interesting. I love saying this word, tōo-tsâi. I don't know, it just makes me laugh. It made me laugh and I have no idea the reason. But anyway, tōo-tsâi, that is that belly button. Beware, here in Taiwan, we have a lot of, it's not legends, it's just people saying that if you play with your belly button, for example, if you wash or clean your belly button too much, you might cause some problems to your stomach. You might feel your stomach ache. I have no idea why, what's the correlation, but anyway, don't clean your belly button too much and don't play with it too much. That's gonna cause some problem. Anyway, tōo-tsâi, belly button. Moving on to our third word today. Kha-tsiah-phiann. Kha-tsiah-phiann. Okay, so kha-tsiah-phiann, that's your back. Okay, so your back, that means the whole back, from your shoulder to your waist, the back of your body, that's kha-tsiah-phiann, your back. But then, there's a very specific part of your back. You might refer to that word sometimes. That is the spine. So spine is liông-kut. Liông-kut. Okay, so liông-kut, that's spine. And what's interesting is that liông-kut, the literal translation is actually dragon bone. Okay, so the dragon bone of your body is your spine. Because apparently the spine looks like a dragon. The Chinese dragon. You've seen that in animation or something. Anyway, that is that. liông-kut, that's spine. Moving on to our fifth word today. Ear. So ear, that's the waist. Okay, so you remember today we're going to talk about everything above your waist, everything above your ear. But then the sixth word today is something that I totally forgot in the previous episodes. I think this word is so important because technically it's the biggest organ. Yes, you have it. It's the skin. phuê-hu. Phuê-hu. That's the skin. Alright, so these are the 6 words for you to know today about your body, and I think we're going to continue this series next week because we haven't covered the lower parts of your body. So do come back next week, okay? Alright, so moving on to the second part of the show. Today I have an idiom of the week for you. It's of course related to the middle part of your body. Today's idiom is khiām-tn. khiām-tn. Okay, so khiām-tn, the literal meaning is saving so much that the intestine and stomach become hollow. Okay, so let's break down this idiom a little bit. Khiām, that means to save something, to save money, or being frugal. And then tn, that means your intestines. Okay, your intestine. And then geh-neh-tōo, that means a sunken stomach or empty belly. Okay, so the whole idiom basically means you're saving to a point that your intestine and then emptying your belly. So khiām-tn, saving so much that the intestines and stomach become hollow. That's a very, very cute idiom in Tâi-gí for me. I mean, basically, this whole idiom, on the positive side, it can mean you can be used when you're praising someone for being hardworking, careful with money, and willing to sacrifice for the future. For example, saving the money to buy a car, a house in the future. But on the negative side, that can also mean saving too much. Okay, so there are two sides, two different ways to use this particular idiom. Anyway, khiām-tn, that's saving so much that the intestines and stomach become hollow. Alright, so now let's get a quick review of the new words we've learned today. Pak-tóo, stomach. Tōo-tsâi, belly button. Kha-tsiah-phiann, back. Liông-kut, spine. Ear, waist. And that's all for this week on Tâi-gí Made Easy. As always, if you would like to check out all the new words we've learned today and also the idiom, do go to our program website at www.rti.org.tw/en. And don't forget to subscribe to this program wherever you get your podcast. I'm Wonson, and I'll see you next week. 咱后礼拜再会咯。
Catch the latest RTI news, programs, previews, and more on our website, en.rti.org.tw.